What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stat Street Sports channel. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, here to bring you a video on James Harden, interested on potentially being traded to the Brooklyn Nets. But before we start with the video, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Let's get started with the video. All right, guys. So Ramona Shelburne and another NBA analyst broke the news that Harden was still ready to run it back with the Rockets, but he was starting to open up to the potential of potentially going to the Brooklyn Nets to join Kyrie and rejoin KD. He was a former teammate of OKC Thunder days, what, 6, 7, 8 years ago now? Let's talk about it. So, if this happens, I want Adam Silver to make sure the deal doesn't go through. He needs to petition to. He needs to make sure that doesn't happen. No, I'm joking. But seriously though, if this does happen, I don't know if it'll work. You know, like I said, people keep trying to run back what the Warriors did, what the Miami Heat did, the Big Three, what the Celtics did. It's not as easy as you think, guys. The talent can always be there, and that team with Kyrie, Harden, and KD would probably be the most talented team of all time, bypassing the Big Three with Miami, bypassing Golden State even with KD. Kyrie, Harden, and KD will be the most talented Big Three of all time. Of all time, like it's not even close. They'll probably have to give up Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie and probably a couple other pieces like Jared Allen or whatever. Whatever. Let's say it does go through, right? Kyrie can't be trusted with his injury history. He can't be trusted with the way he thinks. Sad to say, he's a little different. And look, I went on a whole entire summer rant praising Kyrie Irving for what he was about with the bubble and helping people behind the scenes and things like that. I've been on a rant preaching about the greatness of Kyrie Irving, but on the flip side, you get Kyrie Irving talking about Steve Nash isn't the real coach and whatever he said and things like that. He can pop up with his mental issue, not issues, but mental, the way he thinks sometimes can flare up situations and make it worse than what it should be, right? KD coming off an Achilles injury. We don't know how good he will be. The report is from Gilbert Arenas, and I believe John Wall, who did a 5-on-5 scrimmage with him a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever. He looks fantastic. He looks great, but you never know how he'll hold up on a full season. And James Harden, great, give you triple-double. He has 10 assists tonight. He can do that, but they aren't your normal 10 assists. Kyrie isn't a pure spot-up shooter. I'm sure he can be to a certain degree. KD isn't a pure spot-up shooter. We know he can be for sure, the way he shoots the ball. But, it all takes sacrifice. In the East, they will be the favorites, especially with Boston always having their issues, Giannis being by himself in Milwaukee. And speaking of Giannis, if this deal does happen, he's going somewhere. He's out. I promise you. This deal will make him go somewhere, join the Clippers, join Lakers, join Golden State. Giannis is a surefire goner if this move happens. But it won't. It won't happen. It won't happen. I don't see it happening. If it does, Adam Silver should block it. Like, seriously. I'm joking, but seriously, too, though, at the same time. He should block that trade. But I don't see it happening. Um, I think I don't think Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert is enough for me to let James Harden go. I'm gonna need the bank. I'm gonna need everything you have, and they don't have enough young pieces to make me do that. LeVert, who's what 26, 27, out of Michigan, been in the league for a while now, has a little injury history. He isn't a star per se. Dinwiddie, a little older too, around that 26, 27, 28 range. Point guard, 6'1", 6'2", not a star. Not really able to carry a team. You wouldn't think. So trade him for James Harden and get those two back. Put maybe another couple other pieces, it's not going to do much for you, the Rockets organization. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. So if they were to do it, they should be investigated for being on drugs because that's not enough. That's not enough for a prime time, still in your prime, James Harden, who's nowhere near slowing down yet. And for the Brooklyn Nets, if it does happen, I still don't see them flat out winning it. I have the Clippers still better than that team. I have the Lakers still better than that team. Even though they're all good one-on-one, it's all about team defense. It is all about team defense, guys. And um, James Harden, who can defend when he wants to. Kyrie, who can defend when he wants to. KD, who's a good defender who has progressed over the years. Um, they just don't have enough if they were to deplete their team like that to have good team defense. They'll be very offensive heavy, but that could cause chemistry issues as well. They all three need the ball. It's only one ball. Kyrie isn't a great passer. He can pass the ball when he wants to, but not a great passer. James, to me, isn't a great passer. He has great passing numbers within his system. And KD, who's been with Golden State, these guys aren't Clay and Steph per se. No, they're similar talents, but not the similar, you know, playing style. So we'll see how it works. It could be a big jumble of mess if it happens. I don't think it will. If it does, I still wouldn't have them favored in the overall league. I have them favored in the East for sure. Even if they had chemistry issues, I don't see anyone in the East beating these guys. Not Milwaukee, definitely not Boston, not Philly. Yeah, it should be a cakewalk. If everyone's healthy going to the playoffs and this move does happen, the Nets should be the favorite in the East by far. By far. In the West, you come against good team defense, like both LA teams, it's going to be tough. And if Warriors come back and make a move and somehow, come back full strength, even better than ever, I had them below them as well. It's hard to stop Clay and stuff on them pick and rolls, constant movement. It's hard. Everyone knows it's hard. So, James not going to chase somebody on perimeter like that. Kyrie has done it before, but it's just tough. KD played in the system, but can you stop these guys? You lost to them, you end up joining them, KD. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Even if they do join together, there'll be an offensive juggernaut team, but defense is still where you win championships. So we'll see how that works out. But it won't happen, guys. So just calm down, chill your brakes, calm your taters. It's not gonna happen. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.